Hey everyone, FPS Chazza here. Welcome back to Let's Play Dangerous Waters. Looks like we got ourselves a squall heading out there, and I'm just going to go ahead and flank it up at this point.
Steering guy. Steer course.
We're cavitating, it doesn't matter. We're trying to clear some datum here. Get away from some baddies. But yeah, we're out of squalls. I thought I packed more. Thought I packed more squalls. Don't know why I didn't. But the Kilo has a very small inventory anyway. I could have taken some of those UGSTs off, but it's fine. I wanted squalls. I guess I should draw one of these squall range circles around me. Circles. I haven't done that yet, so we'll go ahead and get that bad boy up. The thing down here said something about new radio traffic. I don't. For some reason, this came in again. I've already gotten that message.
Loud explosion. Bearing 275.
Sounds like we got a lick. We didn't get a direct hit, but we got a lick. We got ourselves a lick. Nice. That's good. Let me go ahead and slow down. I want to see if I can't hear anything.
Steering guy.
Just want to see if I cannot hear anything.
Control acoustics. We have stopped cavitating.
Very well. Got ourselves on the cylindrical here. Gonna be looking for torps. I'm hearing one off from that direction. Not sure where it's going, but the water looks decently quiet otherwise. Something else over that way. Not sure what. There's something changing bearing really quick. What is that? What bearing is that? That's that torp over there.
Torpedo in the water. Bearing
Torp 277. That one is coming pretty close. We're going to go ahead and clear this datum here.
Launch countermeasures.
We go ahead and do that again. Let's flank it up.
Engines ahead flank.
Hit a little more oblique. Run directly away from this bad boy here. I'm just going to do it with the actives at this point. It's most likely going to be an active torpedo. So let's go ahead and clear this datum. I guess we could have potentially got another squall out there, but I want to save that and try and make sure that bad boy gets lined up. Okay, I need to make a point of just calling it a squall. I'll just call it a squall, because that's what it translates to in English, is a squall. It's easier to say. If we're getting the TIW from sonar, though, that means it's decently close. So we're just gonna boogie on out of here. I didn't really get a sense of how close it is. We didn't see a lot of time history, and by that I mean, at a certain point, it's kind of nice to try and, turn around it so it passes by you more quickly, but that's a little harder to do if you don't know what the torp is doing exactly. So we're just going to run due north here. We're running a little more... I actually got exactly plus 90, so look at that. There you go. So I didn't watch where that torp blew up, but it's somewhere around here, I imagine. So that torp's probably going to be coming in close, so we're just going to be boogieing here.
Launch countermeasures.
Countermeasure out that way. And let's actually turn a little bit more like
left,
this.
Steer course 3, 4, 5. Steering guy.
Maybe start trying coming in behind this guy or something. Oh, lada with the fair water planes on the sail here. You want these up here because it helps you maintain periscope depth better than if they're down here on the bow. So that's the main reason why people put planes on the sail like that, is for maintaining periscope depth so you don't breach as much. Which I guess makes more sense in the littoral operation. You want to try and prevent breaching the surface because you're going to be in shallow waters a lot. Shallow waters a lot. Forgive my voice. I was at a concert this past weekend. I'm going to try and get in really close to see this little sliver here, see what that torp was doing. It almost looks like it was bending this way. Like, pretty sure the guy had already seen that I was coming this way. It looked like it was bending this way, so maybe I should have possibly turned around, but it's too late for that at this point. I'm just going this way. We're just running at our 21 knots here. Let's go ahead and drop one more countermeasure off.
Yes, Capitan.
We still have a good chunk. Oh, I didn't load up more actives and passives. That's fine. That should be fine. We can go ahead. I might end up trying to use some of these sizzlers at some point since the shit has already hit the fan. Okay, I feel like at some point here I want to
Rudder left.
slow down and see what's going on.
3-1. Steering aye.
Because I haven't a clue as to what is going on. Let me go ahead and load up a passive here. I'm glad I found out that, you know, the kilo... I mean, this is a kilo fire control, but that the kilo just really... It reloads so quickly. And I'm glad it wasn't a bug, or that I somehow did not have weapon quick launch properly enabled.
Engines ahead.
So let's go ahead and slow down now. I want to try and
control acoustics. We have
hear this
stopped
torp, see what this torp is doing. Haven't heard any pings yet. It looks empty. It looks pretty empty. Oh, there's a torp passing behind me really quick. Wowzers. Okay, let me mark that. No, mark this. Mark it.
Control acoustics. New contact. Bearing 194. Designated Sierra 10.
Yeah, so whatever that's
torpedo in the water. Bearing
236. There's another one kind of flying back there. I'm not sure where our buddy is out this way.
New contact. Bearing.
But these are some torps that are flying south of us, so we're gonna...
Sierra 1.
They are moving. This guy just moved into our baffles. And this guy's kind of moving left to right too, so we're gonna keep this up.
Ahead flank, steering guy.
We're gonna keep boogieing here. I think we're fine on that front.
Acoustics. We are cavitating.
Yeah, we are. Keep her moving. Keep her moving. Alrighty, so... Whatever this guy was, it was a good thing we decided to pop that up because he was going... He's probably right around here somewhere. He was really close in. But it seems like we may have dodged a bullet on that one. I want to try and get another shot off on this dude, but I have no idea where he is. Might be worth trying to let out a ping. I don't know. Might be worth it to try and just get a fix on this guy here. What are our baffles like on the ping? I'm not sure. I'm not gonna be able to see it until I actually emit it. But it might be worth it to do. Try and just... Ooh, shit. Get shallow. Get shallow. This is shallowing up really quick.
Go to depth 0.45 meters. Depth control I.
It's getting a little... Okay, we don't need to go that shallow. I got a little itchy on the trigger finger. 5.5 is fine.
0.53 meters. Depth control I.
The problem is my enemy is no longer evading. My enemy is shooting. And I wish to be shooting as well. But my enemy is evading. Let's. I really want to try and get some more stuff out there. At this,
control acoustics. We have stopped cavitating.
Yeah, I bet. Which one of these just updated? This one, I assume. Okay, that one looks like it has moved into my baffles as well, or something. Where's this one? 243. I don't see it. There's something here. 215. That's this one. Yeah, the 243 we lost, but 215 is moving back there as well. I kind of want to secure from our running right now. I want to try and figure out where these guys are. I'm trying to figure out if it's worth it to light off a ping. I would not mind lighting off a ping. That seems rather distant, but I'm not sure. What am I sure of? I do not know. It's changing bearing pretty rapidly. Let me get this frequency sheet up, see if I can't figure out what is chasing me here. All the ground is lava, no. Hey, what do we got? Alright, we got a frequency of about 1800 here. So let's go ahead and check that out over here on our frequency sheet. Oh, it's not sorted by 5th frequency. I'm not sure if this is worth it. Let's just go ahead and do it real quick. Sort. Smallest to largest. Expand the selection. Let's find those 1800s. Where they be? 1800s. 5365K is one possible torp. F17 is another possible torp. DM2A4. APR3E. DM2A3. I don't think it's a 5365K. DM2A3. Speed 20 to 35 knots. Okay. DM2A4. Speed 30 to 50 knots. That one's a little better. But this other one, it's kind of dinky. But it's dinky for a nuclear boat. It's still kind of threatening for me. All right. We need to figure out where this guy is. Stat. Emergency stat. But this is you know, really moving around back there. We have it on here. I guess we can figure out what speed it's doing. Potentially TPK. Well, that would depend on what torp we're seeing here. It looks like all torps have a TPK of about 30, so we're just going to go ahead and go with that and see what we get as a speed here. Ooh, we got ourselves a slow one. Okay, 26 knots on Sierra 11. 26 knots. To the German commander. Nuts! Where does this line up? I don't know. Kind of close aboard, as one would imagine. Probably about there, yeah. I could see that, but it does not seem to be a threat, so let's go ahead 1/3 here.
Engines ahead 1/3.
Let's
Steering
get up a little
guide.
shallower.
Go to depth 043 meters. Depth control I.
You try to make sense of what we are seeing here. Let's turn a little more this way.
Rudder left, steer course 304.
We should
Steering
probably
guide.
still have him in the... Probably should still be able to see him in the tow when we turn that way, but I want to open up my broadside to see potential torps in my baffles. Nothing has come out on the other side. Actually, there's something right there that came out on the other side, but it did come out on the other side, which is good. That means it passed right through. Do we have a decent chunk of data on CR10? No, we don't. So whatever. Okay. CR11. Have a decent chunk of data on that boy. Probably snaking or something at this point, maybe. Something like that. Running decently close aboard, but not a big problem for us. Oh, we did that turn pretty quick. I guess we had a little more energy coming into that. Okay, we're losing... I lost some acuity on that because we're getting shallow here. Oh yeah, look at that. It's getting shallower in angle, which means it's starting to head away. Alright, let's go ahead and start letting this toad out. We need to try and find our enemy. Find our enemy. Prosecute our enemy. We're gonna stay at 5 knots. At this speed, there's no way they can hear me right now. We have one more squall. Got the Sizzler ASWs and some UGSTs here. Dodged a veritable bullet there. Thankfully, it was all my fault. What is that? I don't even know what that is. What was that? It was that must have been my torp going out or something. So we got our toad coming out. Toad is coming out. Starting to gain some acuity here. Kind of ended up running ourselves into shallow water to the detriment of our towed operation. Yeah, about, almost 30 feet shallower. Decent bit shallower. Probably won't be able to get too much slack on this towed out with this. Oh, the sea state is gnarly, dude. These are some seas going on here, man. These are some seas. Oh man, we're nearly at length and can't see anything. Okay. Okay, well I don't want to... We're still good, not dragging yet. We're making decent turns now. It should be easier to maintain a good tow, a good towed than what we had last time. We have towed depth. No, that's cursor position. Never mind. Here's our acuity. Got Daphne to the south. That could be a reciprocal of some kind. All the frickin' frequencies on that bearing. Euler, still we're seeing that guy. Okay. Our friend off this way could potentially be in our baffles. We don't have the greatest acuity going on right now. SST-4 torpedo. Where was that? Where did that get off to? Was this? SST-4 torpedo. Getting 4 strong lines on that. Let me verify what I'm seeing here. Undo. Search for SST-4. Yep. That's probably it. Okay, sorry, it's being noisy. I have it paused to try and Let's confirm this is SST force torpedo. This is like the torpedo section. This is where all the torps are. And the fourth frequency is not it's not sorted as well. I want to try and get all 5 columns to be stacked. That would be nice. Wouldn't have to search for stuff as much. But yeah, this looks like this. Looks like a pretty good guess. It could also potentially be a DM2A3, but that's like 20 hertz away on the 4th frequency. So most likely SST4. What do we got on that info-wise? What kind of torp we're dealing with here? SST4 torpedo. Seal torpedo. Speed 34 knots, range 6 nautical miles. Passive homing. Okay, probably a good thing that I threw the passive torps out there. Okay. Well, I'm glad yeah, so we got the passive loaded up. That's good. That's why I didn't hear any pings. But, I mean, it does seem like to be a very antiquated torpedo as well. Oh, well, what was its top speed? It was like 34 knots, wasn't it? Torpedoes, SST4. It might have been a little further off than I thought. And max speed 34. If we assume max speed of 34, that puts us. Ooh, yeah, that looks nicer. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah, ooh yeah. It's hard to say, but probably something like that, maybe a little further off than I thought. I guess. Do they list torps in here? They probably don't. That would just clog it up, wouldn't it? Yeah, there's no point in listing torps. That's fine. No need to classify. It is all good. Okay. So we got a hit on someone here. We damaged someone. We can verify that. Oh, we didn't damage anyone? What did it blow up on then? I don't know. It didn't blow up. I thought it blew up on something. There was definitely a loud explosion. Have I turned dead platforms off yet? I'm planning to do that at some point. I'm just not sure if I had done it yet. Nope, I haven't. I am planning to do that at some point. Turn off dead platforms. Interesting. So I'm not sure what blew up then. Because there was a loud explosion out there. A loud explosion bearing 275, but that was a long time ago. That was 13 minutes ago, basically. Okay, well, let's turn more north again.
Right, steer course 347, steering aye.
We spawned right in the middle of our search area, and now we're pretty well out of position here. We have to crawl back in at some point. But there's an enemy around here somewhere. I'm not sure what that blew up on, because it didn't give us... It might have hit a countermeasure. That doesn't sound right, though. Not sure what it blew up on. I think those torps all ran out of juice. They have a very short range. I think the water is clear of torps right now, and we are turning. Yes, we are. Very well, we are turning. Our acuity is not as good as it was, because we're in these shallower waters here. We're gonna have to deal. There's our oiler. Where are our friends? There's a bunch of frequencies all... Maybe turning to the north here should help us with frequency issues. What is that little spitter spatter of something? Oh, that's the fishing boat. But we are seeing like a potential song and then something else as well. Something faint. Here's something faint as well. Yeah, this we want to mark. This we want to mark. Where's my mark? Mark at.
Control acoustics. New contact. Bearing
Drop
206. Designated
Drop that.
Sierra.
All gone.
1, 2.
They're all done. All done. This is not an LA. It's something. It's not our enemy.
3,
I think there was some
7.
guy that was down that way. Our enemy has to be over here somewhere. The enemy grows in power. It could be a reciprocal as well. Can't forget that. Avenger US. Oh, we are looking for... Our enemy is 6265 and 340. So this is also our enemy, whatever this is.
Control acoustics.
Oh, shit.
New contact. Bearing 217. Designated Sierra. 1, 3.
217. Oh, there's a torp. Hello. That came out of nowhere. I think it just got dropped. We need to clear out of here.
Launch countermeasures. Yes, Capitan. Launch countermeasures. Yes, Capitan.
I think it's circle searching.
Control acoustics. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
I think it's a circle searching torp, but someone seems to be launching rocket torps here. That came out of nowhere. But we are getting out of here though. Let's what is this? Oh, is that a reciprocal? Damn, that's not the real one. Okay, well that doesn't help us then. I'll hit
Engines ahead
standard.
standard. Steering eye.
Let's go ahead and get the hell out of here.
Rudder right steer course 0, 1, 2. Steering eye.
Ugh. Circle searching, or it's got the wrong run out bearing or something, but it is it's doing something like that. It's not really coming for us per se, but we are boogieing. We are moving. Let's just do this.
Steer course 3, 5, 5. Steering eye.
Load these bad boys back up. I don't know why I launched off the passive. There was no need to do that. Not a passive torp, but anyway. I'll see you guys next time. Well, since it's going this, I'm gonna go this way.
Rudder left, steer course 2.
Thanks for watching,
9,
everyone.
3.
I'll see you guys next
Steering
time.
eye.
Have a good one, and as always, good hunting.